Maidstone residents throw away a staggering 40,000 tonnes of rubbish every year. In the past, most of it ended up here, in big holes in the ground. It was left in these landfill sites to rot, taking hundreds of years and producing methane, a harmful greenhouse gas, 20 times stronger than the carbon dioxide produced when waste rots naturally. In an ideal world, we would stop producing waste, but in today's society that is almost impossible. However, we can make a difference and reduce the amount of waste we create. Simple measures can make a real difference, like choosing products with less packaging and shopping with reusable bags instead of disposable carrier bags. These days, Maidstone's waste is taken to the Energy from Waste plant at Allington. It is burnt to generate electricity, which is better than sending it to landfill. But burning useful resources such as paper, card, metals and plastics means that the materials are lost and cannot be reused or recycled. A better way of dealing with our waste is to recycle or compost it. Recycling and composting saves natural resources, saves energy, and makes us think of waste as something useful rather than just rubbish. It may surprise you, but more than 60% of the materials in an average bin can be composted or recycled. Most households in Maidstone have a grey-wheeled bin for their refuse collection and a green-wheeled bin for their fortnightly recycling collections. People who do not have room for bins or have a black sack collection can use black boxes for their recycling. Recycling is taken to the materials recycling facility at Allington, where the materials are separated. Some are sorted mechanically and some by hand. These are then squashed, baled and sent for recycling into new products. Materials accepted for recycling in your green recycling bin include paper, magazines and junk mail. All of the card from packaging, including cereal boxes, cardboard boxes, phone directories and catalogues, can go into your green recycling bin. Unfortunately, we cannot accept milk or juice cartons, often known as Tetra Paks, because they are lined with other materials that make it difficult to separate and recycle. You can put foil food trays, clean kitchen foil and rinsed out empty tins and cans into your green recycling bin. This includes baked bean tins, pet food cans, sweet and biscuit tins, as well as soft drinks and beer cans and aerosols. Some plastics are accepted for recycling in your green bin, including milk and soft drink bottles, as well as shampoo, cosmetic, detergent and bleach bottles. They should be clean and squashed if possible to reduce the volume in your bin. Margarine tubs, yoghurt pots and ice cream tubs are also accepted and will be recycled when there is demand to do so. Please do not put recycling in plastic bags, as this makes it difficult to sort. Cling film, plastic food trays, plastic packaging and polystyrene should be put in your grey refuse bin and not in your green recycling bin. If you put these things in the recycling bin, a whole lorry load of recycling might be rejected. Please do not put glass in your green recycling bin, as this cannot be separated from the other recycling and could be dangerous to the people sorting the items at the recycling centre. Therefore, we would ask, where possible, to take your glass to the bottle banks, where the separated coloured glass will be made into new bottles and jars. If you're unable to take your glass to a recycling site, please place it in your grey refuse bin, where it will be used as road aggregate after incineration. In Maidstone, we now recycle 30% of our waste, but we could recycle more. The average rubbish bin in Maidstone contains 40% food waste, which could be recycled locally. That's why we're going to collect food waste separately from each household every week. We will provide you with a small 5-litre kitchen caddy to keep food waste until you're ready to transfer it outside to a food waste bin. All items of cooked and uncooked food waste can be recycled. The caddies do not need to be lined. However, you can simply line the caddy with newspaper or kitchen roll, or use compostable liners if you wish. Please do not use plastic bags, as these will not rot down during the composting process. We will also provide a 23-litre outside food waste bin to be presented for collection every week on your usual collection day. Please do not put plastic bags in the storage bin, as these will not rot down during the composting process. Food waste bins put out for collection with plastic carrier bags will not be collected. The lid of the external bin is locked when the handle is in the forward position, protecting the contents from animals and preventing spills. Your food waste bin will be collected every week. The food waste will then be composted locally and processed at high temperatures to kill any bacteria. The compost will be used as a natural fertiliser on local farms. By using the recycling services, you will have plenty of room in your grey-wheeled bin for the remainder of your household waste. So 1 week you will have your green recycling bin collected along with your food waste bin. And the next week you will have your grey rubbish bin collected along with your food waste bin. Unfortunately, we cannot provide the food waste collection service to everyone. Properties with shared waste bins and houses that do not have room for wheeled bins will have to remain on a weekly refuse collection because they don't have the space to store food waste. Garden waste collections will continue fortnightly. You can hire a garden waste bin or purchase Maidstone Borough Council garden waste sacks. Everything gets composted now we're using the new compostable garden waste sacks. Garden waste collected is taken to a large commercial composting site. Home composting is the best way of treating garden and some kitchen waste because it reduces vehicle movements. However, uncooked food waste that you cannot home compost and all cooked food such as meat, fish and bones can now be easily recycled in your food waste caddy. Enhanced recycling schemes are happening in more and more parts of the country as we realise that we have to reduce the amount of waste we generate and begin to look at rubbish as a valuable resource. As with all new systems, it will take a while to get into the habit of separating materials, but with your help we can reduce our waste and increase our recycling to 50%. After all, what would you prefer? More landfill sites and incinerators? Or more composting and recycling?